If you are looking for ways to tone and strengthen the broad hips, then today's video is for you. We will learn 7 yoga poses that will help you tone your abs. So let's begin. Our first pose is Malasa, also known as the garland pose. This is a deep squat that helps open up our hips and tone the inner thigh. To get into Malasa, stand with your legs wider than the hips, toes slightly pointing outwards. Lower your body into a squat, keeping your back straight and your chest lifted. You can bring your palms together at your heart center to help balance. Hold this pose for about 30 seconds, breathing normally. Second pose is Bandhasana, or the bridge pose. In this pose, you lift your hips off the ground, engaging and activating the glute muscles. Strengthening the glutes is essential for stabilizing the hips and supporting the lower back. To do Bandhasana, lie flat on your back, bend your knees, and place your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Touch your fingertips to your heels if possible, with palms facing down. Inhale and lift your hips up towards the ceiling, pressing down with your feet and palms. Hold this pose for some time, breathing deeply. Next is Ananasa, also known as the low lunge. The lunge stance of Ananasa opens and stretches the hips, providing a gentle and yet effective way to release tension and increase the mobility of hip joints. Step your right foot forward into a lunge position, ensuring your right knee is directly above the right ankle and your left knee rests on the floor. Inhale as you lift your arms up, lengthen your spine, and then exhale to sink deeper into the lunge. Hold this pose for about 30 seconds on each side. Now we go to Konasana, or the goddess pose. To maintain balance and stability in the squat, you need to engage your core muscles. This core activation helps provide support to the hips and to the lower back, promoting better posture and reducing the risk of strain and discomfort. To perform Konasana, start in a wide-legged stance with your toes pointing outwards. Bend your knees and lower your body into a squat, keeping your spine straight and arms out parallel to the ground. Hold this pose for some time, feeling the burning sensation in your hips. Are you not ready for the challenge yet? Try Uttanasana, or the pigeon pose. Pigeon pose targets the outer hip muscles, including the piriformis. Strengthening and stretching these muscles can improve hip stability. To do Uttanasana, begin in a tabletop position. Bring your right knee forward and place it behind your right wrist. Slide your left leg back and straighten it. Inhale as you lengthen your spine, and then exhale slowly, walking your hands forward. Hold this pose for about 30 seconds on each side. Now let's talk about Natarajasana, or the dancer pose. Balancing on one leg in Natarajasana requires complete engagement of the hip muscles, including the glutes and the hip abductors. Strengthening these muscles is essential for supporting the hips and maintaining stability. To do Natarajasana, start by standing tall, bend your right knee and bring your foot up from behind. Reach your right hand back and grasp your right ankle. Inhale as you lift your left arm up, and as you exhale, go forward slightly, extending your right leg behind you. Find your balance and hold for a few seconds before switching sides. Let's lie down for Shabana, the locust pose. Shabana helps strengthen the muscles of the lower back, which can be supportive for individuals with broad hips. To practice Shabana, lie on your belly with your arms by the sides, palms facing down. Exhale and lift your right leg up, and inhaling, bring it down. Repeat on the other side. Do this thrice on each side while holding your legs in the lifted position for a few seconds. So these are the 7 effective poses to tone and strengthen your broad hips. Remember to practice these asanas regularly, and you will notice improvements in no time. Yoga is a journey, and the process could be slow but sure progress. Enjoy the journey. Namaskaram.